What is up, everybody? Season 4, Episode 3, Bettors the Light, ready to go. I mean, fellas, the first real weekend of college football, not week 0, week 1 in the books. Tons of action, tons of games, tons of fun. I mean, some of us better weeks than others. Some of us had really, really solid weeks. Some became Manchester City fans and have never won a game as a fan.
True.
We beat Sevilla,
Yeah, they did.
but 4-0.
He hasn't won a Premier League
Shout him
game
out.
as a fan.
Championships League.
Still wrong league.
Yep, shout out the Championships League. Shout that out.
$90 on a whim. Picked it up at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Uh,
Got it, Spencer.
don't let- I was gonna say, don't let the rest of the household hear that.
I got found out when I walked down the steps and was asked, "Is that new?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "No, I've had it.
Really held on to that secret very well.
It was my dog
Listen.
that asked. It wasn't even."
We had a very solid weekend in terms of college football for the most part, except one person went to bovadasportsbook.com and had a nightmare of a time. He's hiding his face if you're on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/theunderdog, watching this live. Or not live, but watching the video.
Oh, no, this is live. Don't
It's
pause.
live? We're
Don't
doing it
pause.
live?
What went wrong to go 0-9 to start college football?
You know, they say it's just as hard to go 0-9 as it is to go 9-0. So some would say this is just a phenomenal, not week, but a phenomenal kind of something. It's terrible. It's just accomplishment. Thank you, Chris. Producer Chris. My mind is just, I don't know, man. It started off bad. 2 half-point losers in the first 2 games. Temple just is not going to win a game this year. So that's the last time I picked the Owls this year. And,
Don't believe that. Do not believe that one bit.
Fully doubt it.
Yeah.
We'll see. What are the odds on that? Because I'll take those odds on my
Negative
card.
5,000.
All right, then it's plus 6,000 for me to not take Temple for the rest of the year. Perfect. Love it. I'll take that down. Accomplishment. Yeah, 0-9 was rough. Not the football guy.
No, not even a tiny bit. Mike, you stayed in third place, or you moved up to third place because of it, but still the second worst week on the show.
Yeah, I ran the WTA, but then the rest of my week wasn't great. I lost a few tough ones. That over in the FSU-LSU game shouldn't have been there, but still tough when you get there and you get the extra point blocked. Oklahoma State not covering last Thursday was an absolute crime.
Disaster.
35, and they only won by 14. That was a crime.
They gave up a 55-yard touchdown pass with like 4.5 minutes left in that game to seal the cover.
It was
not
awful.
getting the over in the LSU game is the most upset. I'm cursed. First game I bet this year, cursed. Absolutely cursed. Super upset about it. Freaking kickers, man. They how about the kid? Did you see the ECU game? The guy in the ECU should have beat NC State. Missed 2 kicks. It's good to watch football again, man. Jackson Dart was good this weekend. I'm excited.
Good enough to miss the over in that game by about 25 points. That's how good Jackson Dart was. I get it. That Troy defense, that's gonna. I mean, that stands up with a lot of the SEC defenses.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really stick up with Greek mythology because Troy's defense couldn't hold out Achilles, but that's just it's just what it is, man.
They better on offense. The Trojan horse. To be fair, better there.
I don't think you understand Greek mythology.
I don't know if I do either.
Troy is where they were attacked. That's where Achilles and all those guys sailed to, and then took Troy from the Trojans.
So Troy isn't the Trojans?
Troy is the Trojans. They were giving him a Trojan horse.
So they ran the Trojan horse.
No, Achilles and that team, whatever team Achilles played for, I think it was like Jackson State.
Wasn't it the Athenians? Wasn't it the Athenians?
Athenians?
I think you just cursed.
I don't know. We have to cut that. I don't know what that is.
Athens.
I know. I got you.
It was built by Epius, a master carpenter.
Okay, Mike.
Who's Epius? Mike?
Who did Achilles play for? Where did he sign? Did he?
Jackson State. That was a good one.
What did his NIL deal look like?
Was he with the Greeks? He's a Greek hero.
Yeah, he's a Greek.
Ephesus is a Greek hero.
No, Achilles is a Greek hero.
Okay, I understand. I know who Achilles.
Poor Chris, football is back, but you know what?
Need to
Greek
figure this
mythology's only here for a little bit, so we need to.
Could you imagine Achilles on the football field?
Now, regardless,
Injury prone.
Achilles. That is accurate. That aside, we did only have one positive week. It did come from Matt, a solid 3.5 units up. I mean, the biggest win for you, Matt, the Abasupi and Magomedov by KO plus 285.
Yeah,
At 19 second destruction.
that was crazy.
Destruction
I
of
watched
Dustin
that.
Stoltzfus.
I watched that. That was nuts.
Did you see the screenshot, the kick,
Yeah, that was
where his
disgusting.
foot is literally in his mouth?
That was disgusting.
It went into his mouth on the kick.
His
Who
two
is he?
toes, his big toe and the one next to it, are just right in his tongue.
Absolutely insane.
That's disgusting.
Is this the plot to the next, like Django Unchained? Who's the director? Damn it, that would have been. Is this the
Quentin
Tarantino?
Tarantino?
Is
Thank
the
God
plot to the
producer
next
Chris is here.
Quentin Tarantino movie?
Yeah, we can't think of anything on our own.
No, just mindless drones over
That
there.
guy's into feet stuff.
We had the Live tour go off with a really fun Sunday. Matt finally figured out how to watch it. Dustin Johnson, 35-foot eagle putt on a playoff hole to
That was
win.
a great putt.
It was a crazy putt. Mark took down the challenge. Honestly, if I didn't bet the UFC or the Live tour, I would have had an unbelievably good
Same.
week. But it is what it is. You know, it's just how it goes.
Late December.
What what we do have this week, however, is tonight, the night you're watching this, NFL football is back. Bovada has all the lines we could possibly ask for, futures, all that fun stuff. We're going to get into it a little bit later in the show, but fellas, we did it. We made it. We got a couple weeks of college football to sort of grease the wheels here. Now we're ready. Now we are ready to keep it moving, to get into the NFL season.
I'm so excited. I've already deemed this episode NFL Kick Return Palooza Show, Week 1, Rise of Lord Football. I am Lord Football. I am so excited. It's going to be amazing. And football is back, baby. I got the LaShawn McCoy jersey hanging. Mark's got the Cox on his head. I love this. This is great. I mean, jersey on. The Cox,
I know.
electric Cox
We got
jersey.
What? You're more like Lord Farquaad instead of Lord Football.
True.
First of all, he was a great role. I was on Farquaad's side in that. It was unfair that Shrek did what he did. Okay, Farquaad should just be happy, ruling that town. But Shrek came in there and ruined everything.
I don't disagree.
That's not a bad argument.
Team
I'm Team
Farquaad.
Shrek. I'm Team Shrek. Always.
You and 99% of the United
Yeah.
States.
You're just the only Lord Farquaad fan. You found your Halloween costume though. You
I
gotta
would
be
love to go
Farquaad.
as Lord Farquaad. Or the gingerbread man with one leg.
Shout out John Lithgow.
Buttons.
Do you
that's
know Muffin Man?
Should we go? All right. Greg, we need to get to the NFL. Stop wasting time.
We're gonna
Dude,
get
it's
to the
you.
NFL. I'm not wasting time. All of a sudden we're talking about Lord Farquaad, Achilles being injury prone. Things get off the rails a little bit.
Do
What
you
want
think,
from me?
like, it is kind of crazy, like, how good of a Greek hero was he if, like, we got NFL players that are able to come back from Achilles injuries. He died from one.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's true.
people are coming back same year now. Like,
You got to question
back.
his heart.
Mike, dude, that's just technology nowadays,
That's true.
it's
It's
mental
like-
toughness, I think.
I
was-
guess. Did he want
what
it
was that,
enough?
like 3,000 years ago? Who knows?
Did
So-
he want
Now-
living enough?
Did he want
I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he didn't.
People break
Regardless,
their arms
I
and
know,
just walk around like this the rest of their lives. So
it's true. I
Medical
know what I want.
technology.
I know what everybody else wants, and it's a lot less medical technology talk.
Al
It's
Snow.
let's get into.
What is it? You want?
No one asked. Everybody knows what Al Snow wanted. Let's get in to the picks. We're going to start in the world of college football. It is week 2 of the college football season. A good number of games on tap. I think obviously the biggest game, even though only one of these teams is ranked, it's that Alabama-Texas game. I'll start right there on Bovada. I have Texas plus 20.5. I'm in on Texas. All the preseason stuff I was in. I know Alabama just absolutely destroyed Arkansas State or whoever they played last week. That's where I'm going, though. Texas is a team. Mike, you look
I'm on
skeptical.
Texas as well. Or plus 20.5, minus 110, and plus 800. Bama's going to go into Texas here, and their Quinn Ewers looked good, and I'm going to just take them. I'm riding them. They're making the playoff this year.
I put that in at the beginning of the season. I'm right there with
I had
you.
them
I
winning
think
the 12.
there's certainly there's a lot to be excited
Got a good
about
offense.
with the a real quarterback it seems, hopefully, which they haven't had probably since Colt McCoy.
Shout out Colt
which is
McCoy.
interesting. Shout out Colt McCoy, dealing with a calf strain currently.
Oh.
Mark, where are you at in the world of college football?
Horns down. Alabama minus 20.5. I'm also going to take the over in this game, but come on, guys. I mean, the Bama coaching squad could play and almost beat this Texas team.
No.
You were
I
talking about
disagree
Quinn
with
Ewers
that.
after one game. Quinn Ewers after one game, we're saying they got a competent quarterback.
I mean, Quinn Ewers was, as a recruit, was literally
I
compared to
understand what he
Trevor
was, the
Lawrence.
best recruit
Other than
ever,
Trevor
right?
Lawrence.
Something like that.
Okay. And none of those guys make it to the NFL. Let's look at like the last ones. Jimmy Claus and Brady Quinn. They did okay in college.
Both
but
in the NFL. Both
They didn't
made
do
the
anything.
NFL.
It meant they didn't
Both
do anything.
started
in the
games
NFL.
in the NFL.
They didn't do anything.
Both
They
made-
both
but
started.
I'm not saying they were
college
successful. They
quarterbacks
still
that
made the NFL.
I'm not saying he's not going to make the NFL. I'm just saying that he's
kinda
not-
exactly
Yeah, that's kind of what you
I don't
said.
think he's going to be good. Whatever. He's not going to be good. I'll stand on that. He's not going to be good. Alabama minus 20.5.
Quinn Ewers
Take his
confirmed
money and
not
go.
good. Mark.
Take his money and go. Horns down. Bama, roll tide.
I mean, hey, listen, I don't. There is obviously, hype around Texas with the way they won and coming out, but Alabama's Alabama for a reason. Matt, where are you going in the NFL or in college football?
You know where I'm at. There was a big week last week for these guys. From my man, we're talking 308 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 86 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown for my guy John Rice Plumlee out of UCF. This guy rolled over South Carolina State. I am telling you, I love UCF again this week. Minus 210. I'm taking them over I think they're minus 260. Over 61.5. I don't have their line for what they are. I will also put that on my card if anyone sees
I'm
that.
seeing there
It's
minus
minus
210.
It's
Yeah.
minus.
And minus 5.5.
Okay, and I want it minus 5.5.
I'm also on the minus.
John Rice Plumlee. I'm telling you this now. Dark horse for
Louisville
Heisman,
is
John Rice Plumlee.
horrible. The Buckets
I know.
Louisville. The Buckets Louisville are horrible. Lee Cunningham looked atrocious last week to Syracuse. Horrible bet.
Dude, UCF is going to.
It's the reason why I'm
true to roof right here.
It's also the reason why I'm on that UCF minus 5.5, minus 110 line. I trust. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I trust in John Reese Plumlee in this game.
Yes, in Plumlee we trust. We're gonna have him on next week. Get him a little NIL deal to come on the podcast. We need to start
John,
sponsoring some
promises-
athletes.
We can
I don't
offer
know-
you
I don't know
a
if you
brand
can
new
promise-
Manchester City jersey.
Slightly worn. It's gonna be a little big for
Do you fit into an XL?
You don't happen to be a 2X, John.
You wear it on your pads.
I'm for sure on that UCF game as well.
It's exciting.
I agree
We
with
all
you,
trusted
Matt.
John Rice.
Yeah, it's scary, absolutely scary. Mike, what's your next one in college football?
Yeah, I'm going to bet the under in the Iowa State. What?
What?
I thought
What?
Greg started dancing. I didn't know.
His internet's weird.
Yeah.
I'm not dancing.
Iowa State
Yeah,
versus
great.
Iowa. I'm going to bet the under 40.5 minus 110. Iowa scored 7 points last week against some garbage team, and 2 of them were on safeties. So I'm just expecting
4 of them.
yeah,
were
without
on
pretty
scoring a
safeties.
sweet.
touchdown.
4 of them were on safeties.
4 points.
In one game?
I meant 2 safeties.
They had 2 safeties for 4
Yes.
points, and then a field goal for
They
7
won
points.
7-3.
Oh. I thought
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be 4 safeties in one game. That would be something.
I mean, 2
What are the odds on
That'd
that?
be insane.
kind of crazy.
In the membrane.
I'm on Iowa State
I'm,
in that game. Plus
I'm in this
3.5,
game as well. I'm
minus
taking
110.
Iowa. I'm taking Iowa minus the 3, minus 145. They got a great defense. Their defense has scored more than their offense so far. Good for you.
Yeah.
And your Cyclones.
I don't know if he's delayed.
Yeah, I don't know. He's
Like-
lagging.
I
Yeah.
I have to be delayed seriously because I keep talking and I don't know when you guys hear me.
Now,
So
is that
that's
one
interesting.
talking?
He's coming to you from Maccabi.
Uh,
I don't know.
Live from Tel Aviv. Over there.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't.
So Greg's gonna walk away for a second. He's gonna take a stroll down the block, get some ice cream, feed the dog some ice cream,
Yeah.
just vanilla. This was a big one for me last week. UNC. Everyone was like, "Oh, UNC stinks. They're not gonna do good." They came out and brought it to Appalachian State and covered.
Almost blew it.
Barely.
Almost blew it really hard.
Yeah. So, but I'm taking them this week -7, -110, and I'm taking them -290. So I'm double dipping, but I'm also taking the over 64.5 points because they score points. I think they broke the over just themselves in their last.
Drake
2
May
games.
looked really good. The quarterback for
Drake
UNC.
May looks really good. Sean May's brother.
I mean, they
I don't
both went
know.
to the
Is that
same
true?
school. I don't think so. That's definitely not
They're
true.
not brothers. No.
That can't be true.
But Mark, what do you have in college
Related.
football at this moment?
I'm taking a spite pick. This is actually set up beautifully for me. Duke destroyed the Owls last week, who we found out I'm not betting on ever again, 30-0. Who does Duke have this week? My other boys. They got the Wildcats. All right, so the Wildcats are going to come in. They're going to just, take the Dukes down. Give me some redemption here. And I got the Wildcats -10 at -110.
Trying
And
to
Pat
take the
Fitzgerald.
Dukes down, man. I get
Yeah.
it. That's your
Move
big,
to 2-0.
Eddie
2-0
Murphy
on the
trading
out for
places.
for the Wildcats. Can you believe it?
That's big.
I cannot.
The over under for them was like 4.5 this year, and they're going to be
They haven't
2-0.
won the second game
Yeah.
yet.
I don't know if I agree with this call here, but Mike, what about you? You and your hot Cheetos
Yeah.
sweatshirt.
I
What
don't
do
know
you
why
think?
you keep saying that. It's not even the same colors or anything.
Looks like a bag of hot Cheetos.
This guy's playing the trumpet for the Mets.
Anyways,
That's true. You are Timmy Trumpets.
I'm going to take Florida. -6, -110. Big win. Anthony
Anthony-
Richardson. Dog.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
He was he really played some good football.
He did.
He really
Big
did.
interception against Utah there. They got Kentucky. Nice ranked matchup here. I'm coming to the Swamp as well. I think Will Levis is overrated. So Florida -6, -110.
I looked. You know what? Put that on my board as well. Florida -6. That was a big. Are they ranked after that
Yeah,
win?
they're ranked 12th. They jumped in all the way up to 12.
Okay, that's kind of lame. I mean, we beat a good Troy team, and we just went up to 22.
you guys
That's it?
won by you didn't even cover.
Zippy.
Well, I think we're playing. I don't even know if Dart's starting next week. I think they're going
Yeah, so
to
they
put in
might try.
Altmaier just to.
Yeah.
They're going to switch it up. But so yeah, I got Florida on my board as well. The next game I'm going to run to is Virginia. Virginia +4.5 -1, so that's -115, and then +165 on the money line. So I'm taking the dogs of Virginia. I think they're a good football team. I think they come in, they beat Lovie Smith and the Illini. So I think we're going to be okay in this game. I don't think Lovie Smith doesn't really have that team on track. So I don't
No,
think
I would assume he doesn't.
I don't even think he's thinking about
Yeah,
that.
my
team
guess
anymore.
is he's not thinking about that team.
That's what you get. That's why you have a losing record over at Illinois. Mark, what do you think for your next pick?
For my next one, I'm going to the blue turf. Give me Boise. Actually, I guess they're not playing there, but I like Boise State this week -17 against New Mexico.
That's the man of the
Boise
hour.
State's just
Greg's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, well,
Greg
I
is
don't know
back.
if anybody can hear me. I don't know.
Oh, we can hear
look
you.
good
You look
now.
great. You
You're
sound great.
dragging a little bit.
Actually, you don't look great,
Well,
but
that's true.
Well, I'm really glad I
Now
came in.
you know.
I'm glad I got back in to listen to Mark talk about Boise State, who got blown out by Oregon State last week. Easy dub.
yeah, Oregon State's a good team. New Mexico's not.
I guess.
You're gonna argue about?
I'm
Oregon
not
State
gonna.
being a
I'm
good
not
team?
gonna argue about New Mexico.
Yeah, I backed you
Continue
into
with
a
your
corner
pick.
there.
My apologies.
No, it's fine. Boise State -17, -110.
The Boise States.
The boys.
The Boise States.
What games have you guys talked about? No, I don't need a whole
Florida,
recap.
Kentucky.
Yeah, just
I'm
you'll
on
listen.
Kentucky +6 -110 at
Terrible
Bovada.
pick. Terrible.
Don't
Terrible
care.
pick.
Will
Terrible
Levis,
pick.
baby.
It's horrible.
Florida's not
Overrated.
back. This is one of those fake games that Florida thinks they're back and they're not really back.
Mhm. In the swamp
Uh,
again.
We did Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm not on
We have
any of
Virginia.
those games.
We
No.
did
Northwestern,
UNC.
Duke.
Nope.
Yeah, Matt.
Nope.
Looks
nope.
like Matt actually wrote down some picks this time.
Yeah, nice,
Unbelievable.
Matt.
But I'm on I'm on USC -9, -105.
Me as well.
Yeah, I think that USC is going to be just as good.
I mean,
as
they
we
beat
hope
Rice
they are.
by a million last week.
Yeah.
But Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams, I think they'll go undefeated too, win the Pac-12.
I think it's definitely a connection. Notre Dame -20.5, -110. They looked a lot better than I expected against Ohio State. I think obviously as well. Matt, anything else in college football then?
For college football, I think I'm gonna be done. I think I'm ready to ride into this week 2 of college football, and I feel good about my picks. Being the football man on the podcast.
I don't know about that, but I'll give it to you.
Oh, I'm Lord Football. I forgot
Lord football, yes. I'm on. I said Notre Dame, Texas Tech -3.5, -105, Oklahoma -33.5, -110. I think double dip on BC, Boston College playing Virginia Tech +2.5, -105, and +120 on the money line on Bovada. And then my last pick is Fresno State, Oregon State over 61.5, -110. Matt's having
Doing
a
off-cam
catch with
antics.
nobody.
Producer Chris, he called a
Well,
football.
that's true. That's true. Mike, do you have
one
anything
can see
else
that.
in
Yeah,
college
I have
football?
a few more. I'll go through them.
right.
That's for the Patreon.
Penn State -25.5, -110 against Ohio. I'll be at the Creamery over the weekend, so if anybody wants to visit,
Yeah, find Mike at an ice cream
find
shop.
me in the bucket at the Creamery.
Look for the Mets fan.
And then,
if you're me, go ahead.
oh, you go.
No, I was gonna call you a creep for like, hey, meet me at an ice cream shop. The only other people that meet there are perverts.
Okay. Anyways, I'm adopting UNLV as my mid-major this year with Doug
Both of
Pumpkin
them.
as their quarterback. +13, -110.
Nice.
And then Hawaii's horrible, so Michigan -51, -110.
Wait, they're gonna win by 51 points?
Yes, Hawaii's
I don't think Hawaii's going to score
horrible,
even.
and they
early
got to
in the
travel
red zone.
all the way to Michigan. They can't even win
Let's
on
go
the
with
island. They got to travel all the way over there now. And then my final pick is Tennessee -6 at Pittsburgh -110. Pittsburgh got lucky last week against West Virginia, and I think Tennessee's a much better football team.
Tennessee -6, -110 on the road. Mark, anything else?
No.
All right. You guys will have to fill me in on some of your other picks in terms of college football that I missed, but we can get to that later. Let's head over to tennis. I'll have to figure out timestamps, I guess, later. Doesn't matter. Tennis, we are in the U.S. Open, the men's singles and the women's singles. I think, we're down to the semifinals for a lot
Yeah.
of these, right? Yeah.
Quarterfinals.
Is it quarterfinals for? I
Nope.
could've sworn-
Semifinals.
Somebody definitely advanced to the semifinals today. Might have been
I mean, the guy who played
right now.
Kyrgios.
No,
In the
maybe.
women's, Ika Swiatek, I messed it up. Is playing in the
No, it was
quarterfinal
good.
right now. So
The guy,
yeah. So they're in the middle of the quarterfinals, moving to the semifinals. Mike, you can go ahead and give us some tennis.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Caroline Garcia -155 against Ons Jabeur. And my other pick, I only had two this time because there's obviously not a lot coming at the end of the U.S. Open here. I'm going to take Casper Ruud -185, and I'm going to put them together for +153.
You understand that I stopped doing that, right?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna. It seemed to work for you, so why not try it?
Absolutely. Mark, where you at in tennis?
So I'm gonna go with Ons Jabeur, and I'm gonna double dip on her +2.5, -115, and outright at +130. And I'm also on Casper Ruud at -185. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Casper Ruud and Ons Jabeur money line together for a +254. So as long as Casper gets there, we're gonna hit. We just need Casper to get us there, Mike. One of us is gonna win the parlay.
Yeah, that's true.
You said +234 on Bovada?
54.
250.
254. Yeah,
Close.
give me that extra point too, bro.
2054.
I got you.
Yeah.
+254 on Bovada. Matt, are you in tennis at all this week?
Yeah, but just for futures, I'm taking Casper Ruud +300 to win it all.
Let's go, Casper. We're all on
Right.
Casper. I like it.
Casper Ruud outright.
I said
plus
the wrong name.
300.
I meant Yannick Sinner at plus 400.
Is that who? Is that who? you
That is,
actually-
I literally had it in my head the entire time, and then because everyone was talking about Rude, I said it. I swear to God, I'm not even saying that just because.
He's got a tough match against Alcaraz that starts.
I
very
love
soon.
Alcaraz.
I'm a big
Yeah,
Giannis
but I like
guy.
the Sinner. I like the Zinner.
The sinner's going to be
CYN.
sent to Alcaraz for committing sins.
Sent to Alcaraz. I like it.
I think you're thinking
I
of
make
hell.
that joke.
I mean, you can take-
Alcaraz could be hell.
Not every crime's a sin.
Are we talking about Alcatraz?
Yeah.
Right?
We're talking about morality.
Okay.
Now we're talking
I'm
about
very
morality.
confused.
Morality.
Would you steal a loaf of bread to feed your family? That's what is
Yes.
that? What is that's not?
It's like
That's it.
it's like ethics.
Yeah, ethics. Would you sleep with a salesman to get Outback Steakhouse and discount on paper supplies? Shout out Meredith Palmer.
I wouldn't not do it. I guess. That's funny. All right, then I guess we'll jump out of tennis, right?
Yeah.
Then let's get into baseball. Not a ton of lines listed for Bovada at the current moment. It is, Thursday baseball slate's always a little bit lighter, but we do have a couple. I mean, it's September baseball. Playoff race is heating up. The Braves catch the Mets, tied with them at the top of the NL East. The Phillies 10.5 games back. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
And
well,
Harper just got hurt.
Phillies are playing. No, he's not.
Even better.
He's not hurt.
He got hurt?
He had a little discomfort on the swing. He's fine.
He got pulled from the
Yeah,
game.
Dr. Mike
Yeah,
here to
he's
evaluate
getting us to
the osteo.
He's getting us to the playoffs.
Here to do the osteopathic research from his couch.
Oh, you guys already gave up on the Phillies. We're getting
I did not.
Oh,
I didn't
sorry.
give up on
It
the
was-
Phillies.
No.
Time
Every
out.
time
You
the
both
Phillies
did
do
last
something
week.
bad, Matt keeps texting, it's hard to be always right or something like that.
Because
I'm
I
pretty
am
sure
always
Greg
right.
said it was
Granola.
over.
I
Greg said it
threw
was
an
over,
absolute
and the next
gem
game
last
How
night.
dare you?
they won
True.
18-2 the night after
True.
that you said the
His
season
big
was over.
rant last week, they smashed.
They went 1-5 on that road trip. Do you
played-
remember
they
getting
played
swept
bad.
the next 3 games?
But the night after your comment, they
I
won
They played
understand
bad in
that.
Arizona.
And they lost 3
and
straight.
San Fran. They're bad.
San Fran stinks.
They play bad there.
They do.
It's a tough
West Coast. Tough swing.
Yeah, tough.
Unbelievable.
Baseball.
Well,
Ebbs and flows.
Swing.
I didn't say that the season was over.
I could definitely find some sort of text of you saying that.
We'll listen
I just
back.
said they're not special.
not special. All I know is that I will start tonight. Start the baseball picks. It's the Phillies minus 130 on Bovada. You knew it was coming. It's a matter of time. All I'm saying is my hopes have been dashed. I don't believe in this team. I'll still watch, maybe, but the Eagles start in a
The
couple
Brewers
days.
are
so probably
horrible.
not.
So are the Pods.
I'm not saying the Brewers are good.
Just give me
All right,
playoff
so-
baseball for now.
Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna jump in the same game.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
on the over 7. I love the over 7 at minus 120 in this game. I know Alcantara's on the mound, but Gibson had a terrible showing last time out. I feel like the Phils kind of, they hit well against Alcantara, and for some reason, I don't know, 7 seems like a low number at minus 120. So
Alcantara has given up at least 4 runs in 3 of his last 5 outings, too.
there you go.
The guy dominates the Phillies, though. He does dominate the
His
Phillies.
record against
sure
the
they
Phillies,
beat
he's
him.
got a losing record against the Phillies.
Yeah.
I feel like every
records don't matter when you're looking at different things. And you want to look at his runs. Records aren't.
That is true. Records don't matter for a pitcher.
Oh my god, you guys are nerds.
Records don't matter as much for a pitcher. That is factually
Sorry, I don't
correct.
speak your nerd language, man.
it's definitely
You just did.
it's definitely a nerd language. There's no doubt. My last pick in baseball is
Marlins money line.
Marlins money line for Matt, but my last pick in baseball is the Reds plus 122 on Bovada.
Also on my card.
The Cubs stink, so that's, yeah.
And then my last baseball pick, I like the under in that early game, the Nats Cardinals under 8 at minus 115 with Wainwright on the mound, and the Nats just stink. So hopefully the Cardinals don't get to 8 by themselves.
Let's hope not. For your
I also
sake.
want extra innings in the Phillies games, Greg, plus 700.
Nice.
I like that one.
It'll be
I like
a
it.
1-1
Take it.
game that'll go into extras.
I like the conviction of that pick too, where you had to pick them like
Yeah.
up to make it.
If you smell,
It was just, unbelievable.
what did you
Perfect.
think about that joke, Mark?
I loved it.
Doesn't matter what you think. The Rock, you know,
Sorry to all the
gonna,
listeners.
the Rock's gonna send a cease and desist.
Probably.
Absolutely. Do you own those trademarks? He might. All right. Well, then let's
I
get
have
out
one
of.
more. I have one more.
Oh, you got one more?
Yeah, I got the
Oh,
White
come
Sox -1.5, -110 with Dylan Cease on the mound. He's been having
And
a great
assist.
year. One out away last week from a no hitter. Dude's a baller.
Yeah, it was a very solid outing. Bummer to lose the no with 2 outs in the ninth for
I
sure.
forget who was up, but he's got like the best contact hitter in the MLB. Should have just walked him.
I mean, go after it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Well, then on that note, let's jump into soccer, and we'll back into the English Premier League. Matt, I'll just go right to you. Your newly found fandom. Can you finally get a win?
City. Oh my God. We love Man City. We look good. We just beat Sevilla. We are rocking in the free world. Oh my God. We look good in our blues. Victor Hovland. We are so good. I'm so excited for Man City this week on the pitch against Tottenham Hotspurs. Give me him -260 September 10th. See you there. Be square. See you on the rectangular octagon. I'm ready to go.
I have the draw
Rectangular
+420 in that
octagon.
game.
I mean, the rectangular octagon might be. I don't even know how to describe that. Like,
That's what it is, man. 'Cause it's going to be a fight.
A rectangular octagon.
it doesn't. I'm trying to picture what it would look like in my head.
You can't, Greg. They're two different shapes. It's like a circle triangle, man.
You're trying to figure it out, Greg.
There's got to
Circle
be.
triangles, not like
You could. There's got to be a way. Is it a rectangle in an octagon? Is it an octagon in a rectangle? Because you could make a rectangle in an octagon. Like that could
Were you
happen.
about to say a rectagon?
rectagon.
Welcome to the rectagon.
That's such a good word, dude.
One man enters, no man leave. What is it?
Yeah, 2 men enter, 1 man leave.
One guy's coming in, and then we don't know what happens to him. It's like a maze.
How it works. Mike, speaking of draws, I'm on the Aston Villa Leicester draw +230.
I got Villa.
Even though Leicester just gives up like tons and tons of goals, it's just
It's because they've
They might
had
be
their
going
backup
down,
goalie
man.
all year. Schmeichel's been hurt.
no.
They
They
might be going down.
What?
Schmeichel was on loan somewhere else, or was
Oh, I thought
sold
he's hurt.
somewhere else.
What's so funny?
The way you said Schmeichel.
It sounds like you're just like making up a name, like or like somebody like was like making fun of you, like hi, I'm Michael, like all right, Schmeichel. Whatever you say, Schmeichel.
Cash
Your dentist's name is Prentice.
Michael Schmeichel.
The dentist's name is Crentis. That is
Yeah.
absolutely
That's awesome.
Soccer's crazy, man. They got all this crazy stuff going on over there.
He really.
They
Oh
do.
yeah, he is on
I-
loan. You're correct, Greg.
Yeah,
I thought he was
Mike,
hurt for some reason.
I know.
I
Mike,
love Manchester. Go ahead.
I pay attention to all this
Well, I'm
stuff.
on the Villa boys
Um,
+185.
I got you on there.
Should have
Aston
won
Villa
against
plus-
City. They got robbed. VAR out with VAR. Even though it saved
I mean, I don't know
Palace,
out
it
with
saved
VAR.
Palace last weekend. But VAR is horrible in the Premier League.
Mike, Mark, where you at in to start soccer?
So I'm gonna go back to a pick that I made last week, and I'm gonna probably add this to my card as much as I can. It's in the Man City game. Holland first goal +245. Holland anytime -180. Just, I mean, he scores goals no matter what league he's in.
He's going to break a lot
he's
of
getting
records.
Europa.
He's good, dude. There was a video I just saw where it was I think it was a Liverpool fan or even an Everton fan was just complaining about the fact that Man City has him and he has 10 goals through 5 games or 4 games. He's like, he's got more goals than 16 other teams.
Unbelievable.
It's only been 4 games. And
We
yeah,
only
he's
get
incredible.
the best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I mean-
incredible. But
So it
to
was
go with that,
first goal was +2 what?
245
And anytime was -185.
-180.
180. Okay.
Yeah, and then in the same vein, I'm going back to Lewandowski first and anytime as well against Cadiz. He's at +235 for the first goal and -175 anytime. Yeah, buddy.
What was the kind of hack trick he got? Like it had something on it. It was like a UNC hat trick. I saw
UCL.
UCL.
UCL, yeah.
Oh, UCL.
United or the UEFA
Champions League.
UEFA.
What does that mean?
UEFA Champions.
So he was the first player to score a hat trick in the Champions League for 3 different teams.
Nice.
Yeah,
So he did
it with
it with Dortmund, Munich, and now
You got to
Who's
read
the
up on
best
your
team in that
tournaments,
league?
man. Well, Real
Who's the
Madrid
best team in
won
that
last year. It's like the top teams from all over Europe playing it. Like 4 from the Premier League, 3 or 4 from.
I feel like we
we've
just
explained
explain this
this
every year.
You got to read up. So
Yeah.
Champions League, all of Europe.
Can MLS play in that?
No, they have their
No,
own
they're not in
Champions
Europe.
League. That's CONCACAF, which is all North America.
Oh my god.
and Seattle won. A team from
Yeah, that's
America. The best
The
team
first
in the
MLS team ever win.
CONCACAF.
Who plays on that team? Like Alex Morgan?
No, but she'd probably be the best player. I'm taking Chelsea minus 125. Fulham, even though Chelsea's been struggling. Didn't they just fire their head coach today?
Yeah,
I'm
man, I'm on Chelsea.
I'm on them fired
Bump.
coach.
Fire manager
That fired
bump.
manager bump. I'm on that as well.
Hey, man.
I'm on that.
First of all-
Tuchel's gone. He's playing Sterling incorrectly. Former
Give me
Man City player,
Christian.
Matt.
Put Christian on the pitch.
I remember when he was on Man City, I was a fan of him a lot.
Yeah.
Who?
When he was on Man City, I was a fan. See, it's
No.
not fun when somebody does that.
All right, Schmarkle.
See, that was good. That was more creative. I liked it.
So stupid. I'm also my last Premier League pick. Oh, sorry, I have 2 of them. Man U versus Crystal Palace plus 110. Nottingham Forest versus Leeds plus 330.
Yuck, dude. Get off of Forest.
You
Get off
betting
of
them for
Forest.
Forest.
Palace
Forest.
boys.
You're right.
Give me Leeds. Give me Leeds minus 130 against Forest. They need the bounce back game. Perfect opportunity for it right here. Playing against a
We'll see.
terrible opponent, hopefully.
Matt, do you have anything else? Oh, well, first of all, Forest, not a terrible opponent, absolutely bottled the game against Brentford. Up 2-0.
That was
Up
horrible.
2-0 at halftime. They lost 3-2.
That was a Bournemouth.
Complete nightmare.
Might have been Bournemouth, but either way, horrible.
Bournemouth.
I said Bournemouth,
They said
didn't I?
Brentford.
You said Brentford.
Oh, sorry, I did say Brentford.
That was a bottle job.
It doesn't matter. All terrible.
Matt, anything
Bournemouth
else?
is plus 600 against Newcastle. They're
They're
terrible.
bad.
I agree with you.
And
And
they're
that's why it was a
360.
real bummer.
I agree with you.
Matt, what's your next one in soccer?
I'm out on soccer, man. Just picking my guys from I Love Manchester City. I love Manchester City. Shout
Now
out
go to-
that guy on Spotify.
I'll go to Mike.
No, I'm out. I only had 3 soccer picks this week.
Mark, anything else in soccer?
Yeah, I have one more in EPL. It's Brighton over Bournemouth minus 120. And then I did go to Champions League. There's a game next Wednesday. I'm taking Juventus at plus 105.
Who are they taking on?
I
I
gotta
was gonna
look.
say, what flavor is that, Matt?
Vanilla cupcake. It's my go-to candle flavor. Shout out Yankee Candle. No free ads, but I really love the vanilla cupcake flavor. Makes it smell like a bakery in my house. So I always go with vanilla cupcake. It's the go-to move of the summer. This is my must-haves of
The
the
summer's
summer.
over.
Cool for the summer.
It was Benfica is who they're taking.
Yeah,
on.
Benfica.
Let me
Sorry, I
close
thought
out-
I also had vanilla cupcake up here, but I don't.
Let me
Flavor
close
you
out
got?
soccer real quick. Marseille versus Lille minus 105. Eintracht Frankfurt, who killed me last week, taking on Wolfsburg or they're even money at Bovada.
Cookie.
New York Red Bulls versus New England minus 105, and then Atlanta United versus Toronto plus 105. That closes out in soccer.
Oh, golden sandwich. Nice.
Yeah, and
let's-
that is
And
it.
let's quickly, while we just cross-talk about candles, let's go to the U.S.
Listeners can smell this.
Let's go to
This
the
is a
U.S.
scratch and sniff podcast now.
Scratch and sniff the screen.
If you pause it and scratch your laptop, you'll be able to smell Mike's room, and it's gross.
Yeah, you don't want to smell that.
It smells like old Doritos
Let's
and Chewies.
Oh,
let's go to the
Sadly
UFC. Where we're at UFC 279, Khamzat Chimaev taking on Nathan Diaz in the main event. Tough main event for everybody on the podcast last week
he
with
had him.
Ciro Gone
oh my
and Tai
god.
Tuivasa. He did have him.
He sat him down. I thought it was it. Oh man. But God
Future
recovered
champ,
well,
still champ.
and then he punched in the back of the head again.
Hey, listen, I brought it up in the JDS fight. What do you want me to say? Like, what do you want me to say?
It's the second
That's what he
time now.
does. Sorry, that's how it happens.
Sure, punched another guy in the back of the head.
Yeah, he
He
absolutely
had
did.
him already wobbling, then he smoked him in the back of the head.
And I get it. It is hard to
Yeah.
control that kind of thing, but like in a scramble like that. But it's very clear and obvious that it happened again. I don't understand it. So
Yeah.
is what it is. Is it sour grapes? Do I hate Double B in the bucket? Absolutely. But that's just how it works. But we are into another pay-per-view. Not the most stacked card in the world, but there is some value and some good fights in here. Matt, I'll go to you first.
Okay, I got one.
Hopefully.
Danielle Wolf plus 305 over Norma Dumont. I like Wolf. Her strikes over the past 3 fights have been stronger. She's connecting more with her offhand than in her front hand. So she's no stranger to the rectagon. So I'm pretty happy, and I think Danielle Wolf she'll take this fight and then she'll have most strikes throughout the
She's
fight.
had one career MMA fight pro in her career. She is a 3-time USA boxing national champion, though.
That's
That
what
means-
I'm going off of.
That means in Mike's case, if she's only had one career pro MMA fight, that Mike's going to say future champ, and she's going to get
No.
absolutely steamrolled like Aylin Perez
We
last
just
week.
fought dumb. We had her with the spinning. We had her on the feet, and for some reason decided to clinch. You can't teach IQ.
No, that is true.
Hold
Actually,
on.
you can teach IQ. You can't.
That's exactly what school is, right?
I meant-
That's exactly what
You
school
can't teach
is.
IQ. I said it backwards.
Did you ever go to SAT prep? Like, that's exactly what an SAT prep class
I
is.
said it the wrong way. You can't teach
Dude.
physical ability. That's what I
You
meant.
can't teach IQ.
You can't teach IQ.
I mean, I guess
Just
you're
didn't-
born with an IQ, but you can't teach. You
You
can
are
teach
very,
intelligence
very
and
Just
dumb.
didn't listen.
I mean,
didn't
it
listen
is
to her coaches.
educated.
Astonishing. Mark, where are you in the UFC?
I'm going to start with Kevin Holland, minus 210 against Daniel Rodriguez. I know we like Holland on this podcast, and minus 210, it's a safe bet, and I need those right now.
Yeah, understandable. Mike, is that where you're at too?
Yeah, he's just part of. I'll get my parlay off real quick. It's Holland minus 210.
Go on.
What?
I said,
Go on.
get him.
The goat, Irene Aldana, future
Get him.
champ. She's minus 182. Jailtown Almeida minus 800. Well,
Get
too,
him.
Greg. Thank you, Matt.
God,
Thank
please
you.
stop, dude.
I don't really want to give the next pick because then he's going to say get him again. So,
You ever seen How High? All right.
and then
If you had Eddie Cadence, you would have done it good.
Hakeem Duodu, Hakeem the Dream minus 220.
Get him.
Those 4 come back.
That was a good one.
Plus
That was good.
274. So.
Plus 274 on Bovada for the parlay.
Yes.
I like it, Mike. A lot of heavy favorites,
Yeah.
but with these cards lately,
There's been a lot.
the favorites have just been really they're very, very big favorites. It's very hard to get through and just try to bet them straight and make any sort of units on them. So, what was the payout again?
Plus 274. Yeah.
Plus
that's the
274.
parlay.
Speaking of underdogs, though, I'm gonna kick it off. Chris Barnett
Yes.
plus 325 versus Jake Collier. Like,
I mean, Barnett is not good, but he's hilarious.
No.
But Jake Collier in no world should be minus 450. So I have Barnett as well, plus 325.
it's
No world should be
ridiculous.
that big of a favorite.
Ridiculous to see him as that big of a favorite in the UFC. It doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
Matt, anything else in the UFC?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, then I'll just rattle through everything I have until the main event. Johnny Walker plus 167. It is the battle of two guys who literally just fell off the planet in
Chaos
terms
is going to
of
be
fighting.
that fight. How about
It is
Johnny
gonna-
Johnny Walker's on my card.
Heavy, yeah. All right, perfect, Mark. It's going to be heavy hands. Like there is just caution to the wind.
Yes, that fight
With
is
guys who just
straight
get knocked out. Yeah, so I can't wait for that one. And then my only other pick outside of that is in the co-main event. In what world is the Leech minus 325 over Tony Ferguson?
Dude, in the
CSO.
world that oh my goodness, I beg, stop it.
Oh, that's
CSO,
perfect for the,
baby,
that's
CSO.
perfect for the TikTok.
Camp-
Thank you.
Camp shit. Oh,
Oh,
CSO, Tony Ferguson plus 245. That's what we're looking at. You can't do that. The leech.
I mean, Leach stinks, but I mean, have you seen Tony Ferguson recently? It is
What, you mean
not
when he knocked
Tony
Michael
Hall.
Chandler down?
Oh,
When he knocked Michael Chandler down?
stop
So
it.
don't tell me
Stop
Tai
it.
Tuivasa is so impressive for knocking down Gon and then losing, and then tell me that Tony Ferguson, who floored Michael Chandler, did he get knocked out the next round? Yes, but he did floor Michael Chandler, who's going to fight for a title this year.
Not this year.
I'm just saying. The leech.
All
Next year.
all I can visualize right now after this whole thing is the roundhouse kick of the wine
The
bag,
wine bag
that
roundhouse.
went wrong.
The second
Tony-
one, well
Tony-
done. First one, cool.
Tony Ferguson plus 245. Is that everybody except for the
I
main
have
event?
two more picks.
Jamie Pickett
Yeah,
minus 130
that's one of
on my
mine.
card.
Is that
Jamie
'cause
Pickett.
his brother Kenny is pissed he didn't get the starting job.
Sad.
We'll get to the NFL in just one
I think Mitch is
second.
better than
When?
Yes.
We were supposed to get there 45 minutes ago. You were yelling at us before the show.
Didn't never
Right,
raised
yeah,
his
I remember.
voice.
He's got 40 picks and a very uninteresting card.
Go ahead, Mike. Give me your last pick.
My
His
last
words, not mine.
what? Last pick is Darian Weeks minus 124. He's fighting to keep his contract, so he's 0-2 in the UFC, so he needs to go out and go balls to the wall. So I'm gonna take him.
Very weak.
What?
Minus 124. Main event time. I doubt anybody has any picks in this except for me. It's Nate Diaz plus 700. I don't care. Diaz brothers.
I mean,
Nick
dumb.
he somehow
Nick
wins.
Diaz
I will
Army.
cry.
Diaz
There's just
army.
no
If
way.
he beats Hamzat Chimaev, it'll be
All
the
right,
greatest.
can we stop talking about the Diaz brothers and get on to football?
Wait,
Absolutely.
it's Nick Diaz?
No,
it's not
Nate.
Nate Diaz?
Nate.
Nate Diaz.
You did say Nick.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I
Well,
said Nick
I would.
Diaz army. I
Diaz
took
army.
Nate Diaz.
All right, give me
Oh.
Nick Diaz.
All right,
I'll
what
take the
is
army.
odds? See, and now you I try to go to football and you derail it back to the Nick Diaz army.
I tried to
Let's
say goodbye.
get to football. Fellas. The NFL is here. We talked about it a ton. We're gonna start. Let's start with the futures, and then we'll get to the actual picks for Week 1. Bovada, tons and tons and tons of lines in terms of this stuff. Let's kick it off in the AFC West. We will go right down the line here. The AFC West, the division winner, Mike. I'll go to you first.
Chargers plus 220.
Chargers plus 220. Mark.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos at plus 260. Let's ride.
Arguably the toughest division in the conference, if we're being, or
No,
in
it's
the
not even arguable. I think it is.
absolutely loaded.
Yeah.
So, Matt, where are you at in the AFC West?
The Raiders.
Yeah, I was gonna
Plus
say you can make a case.
650.
You can make a case for the Raiders.
case for
They
any
got a
team.
great team now.
I'm
Yeah.
also on the Raiders plus 650. I think that it is a value pick upon value pick in that particular conference. Just depends on if Josh McDaniels can really get it done.
Is anyone surprised the Chiefs are still the favorite in the division?
No.
Because I kind of am.
I think they have the best quarterback still.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
In the league.
you lose you lose Tyreek.
You get
I
Juju.
don't think losing Tyreek's going to matter as much as you do. But
I agree with that.
You get Juju Smith-Schuster.
well, I don't think that's what bridges the gap. But
Mikal Bridges, he plays for Arizona.
you're not
Well,
wrong.
He plays for Phoenix, so
I
technically he is
I think
wrong.
I think losing Tyreek Hill.
Where
He
is
is
he?
wrong. He doesn't play for Arizona.
It's true. It is Phoenix. I do think Tyreek Hill does matter. I just think that there's still so many weapons, and Mahomes is so talented that I don't know.
I agree.
So,
Sky Moore.
Let's ride.
He bought a huge house.
who's Sky Moore or Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek Hill. I'm sorry.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Yeah, him and
$25 million
Sierra.
house.
Yeah.
4 bedrooms.
4 bedroom, 12 bathroom.
He poops a lot.
Let's go to the AFC East. Jesus. Let's go to the AFC East. I'll start. I think this is going to be a pretty easy one. The Buffalo Bills minus 220. Not a lot of value, but they're clearly the best team. Mike,
Bills as well, minus 220.
Matt,
Bills as well, minus 220.
Mark.
I'll do it. Give me the Patriots at 525.
Gross.
Yuck.
I mean,
Bro.
all right. Hey, listen.
Year 2, Mac. I don't know. Bill could do it, right?
I mean, he certainly has. Bill has the coaching capability to do it. There's no doubt about it.
Coaching
Will it happen?
capability.
Who knows? Let's go to the AFC North. The AFC North here. Mike, go ahead and give me yours.
Ravens plus 140.
Ravens plus 140. Matt,
Bengals plus 170. Let's ride.
I'm also on the Bengals plus 170. Mark.
I was also on the Bengals plus 170.
Not surprising. Super Bowl runners up last year. Certainly have an opportunity in that division. Final AFC division, the AFC South. Mark.
Give me the Titans at plus 175.
Matt.
Jaguars plus 750. Dougie
Dougie
McBuckets
P?
is down there.
That value.
Dougie P is down there. I think that's good money for the listeners. Good money for me. I am the football man. I am Lord Football. This is the kick return week 1 Palooza, so we're good.
Mike.
I'm on the Titans plus 175, but I did like that value of the Jags.
The
Doug
Jaguars
Peterson,
certainly have value.
proven coach. Trevor Lawrence, great hair. They're gonna be good. This Travis Etienne, he's there's a soccer team named after him, so we're gonna be good.
Okay. I got the Colts minus 130. I think Matty Ice in a new setting, it makes all the difference for him. Let's go to the NFC. We'll start in the NFC West. I'm going to go with the Rams, the defending Super Bowl champions, plus 130 on Bovada. Matt.
Niners plus 150. Joey
Mike.
Bosa.
Trey Lance.
I think Joey Bosa's on the Chargers.
It's yeah.
I think it's Nick Sosa.
He's the worst.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals plus 400.
Cardinals.
With them again. When
400.
Hopkins gets back, too, that offense is going to be
When Hopkins get back, watch out for my fantasy
my
team.
God. No, never mind.
You're not doing it.
I take it back.
My team looks so
I
good.
drafted everybody that's either suspended or out.
It's like that. It's that video that's been going around. You took 2 guys that have been suspended for 17 games and another guy that just got shot in the leg.
It was hilarious.
That's literally your team.
It is. It really is. Mark.
First of all, okay.
No, defend it. Go ahead.
I don't have to defend anything. The record speaks for itself. So,
The
meet me
season hasn't
17.
started yet. It's 0-0.
I'm 1-0. I won the preseason game.
Winner.
I got the Cardinals also at plus 400. They're gonna. They started hot last year. Kyler was almost the MVP, and then Call of Duty came out. But this year, when Call of Duty comes out, he does get D-Hop, so hopefully it'll even out.
Absolutely. Let's go to the NFC North. Mike.
Vikings plus 260. I don't know. The
Also-
Packers just, there's been so much nonsense with the receiving core now. I don't know.
I'm also on the
I'm going to
Vikings
take the
plus
value
2.
with the Vikings.
I
Yep.
don't like that.
I
I'm
like
also
that.
on the Vikings.
Oh, no.
It just makes too much sense, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they got a more talented overall team, it
True.
seems.
They got a good
And
receiver.
Multiple
Kirk
good
Cousins.
receivers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They traded
Yeah.
for a good one.
Jalen
They
Rager.
didn't. Oh God. Never mind. Move on.
No,
Move
I
on.
don't know. They got a really good offense still, but
3 of us on the NFC North Minnesota Vikings to win. Matt, close us out for that one.
Give me the cheese, guys. Minus 190. I still believe in Aaron Rodgers, even though he's criminally insane. I also believe in that team, and I think that they'll be fine. I like the Packers.
Perfect. Let's go to the NFC South. I think this one's a little bit more chalk, at least for me. I'm taking the Bucks and Tom Brady minus 250. Mark.
I'm gonna go with the Carolina Panthers plus 900.
Ooh.
Baker to the playoffs.
I like the value. Baker in a new environment, a ton of weapons, a ton of talent. I could see the vision. Mike.
I have the Saints plus 300. I think their offense is still good as long as Kamara doesn't get suspended and hopefully Michael Thomas comes back and returns to even half the player he was. I think they have a really good offense still.
Absolutely. Matt.
SANTS. Who damnation? What do they? No, what do they
Who
say
dat?
there?
I think it's true with
Who
that.
dat?
The
What?
Saints. The Saints.
SAINTS.
There you go.
Plus 300.
S-A-N-T-S.
The,
I was like, wait a second.
the New Orleans Saints of Louisiana.
The Saints plus 300 for you. Let's close it out. The NFC East final division winner. I have a feeling this might go unanimous, but we'll see. Mike, kick it off.
Birds plus 150.
Matt.
Washington football team plus 500.
Not bad value. not bad value.
It is. They stink.
They don't.
Mark.
Also, aren't they the Commanders now?
Yeah,
So the football
not
team
the
can't win the
Commanders.
division.
I'm sticking with the football team.
That's not bad
Such a
value.
better name.
I'm
Frickin-
gonna go with the Eagles, obviously.
Yep.
It makes the values there. They made all the right moves, and we're all homers. So
I'm on the Eagles plus 150 on Bovada as well. It's a homer pick. That's just kind of how that one's going to work. I love the team. I love the moves. We'll go from there. Let's go to the AFC champion. Mike, who's your AFC champion?
Chargers plus 750.
Whew, Chargers plus 750. Really believing in Justin Herbert
They
taking
made
a step.
the right moves too on defense.
Who'd they get?
Especially. Khalil
Khalil
Mack.
Mack, J.C. Jackson,
Yeah, and they locked up
Damn.
Derwin James for
Derwin.
another like 4 years or 5 years.
A light blue Khalil Mack jersey will go hard.
Would be
Absolutely.
fire. Would be fire.
Mark, AFC
I'm gonna
champion.
go with Russ, Denver Broncos, plus 900. I wish I had a football right now. Now I'm just looking like 11 from Stranger Things. Put my hand out, but plus 900 on the Russ.
I am on the Chiefs plus 550 as the AFC champion. I think they regain a little bit of form. Matt, your AFC champion.
Buffalo and Allen, we trust.
You got
Plus
odds?
280. Plus 280. I don't know. Buffalo's just so good. I think they take that step this year, and we're just gonna keep. They're gonna sign. What's his name? Odell Beckham Jr.
That would be sick.
That would be absolutely insane, if I'm being honest. Let's go to the NFC side of it. I'll kick it off. I'm taking the Rams to defend the NFC title. Rams plus 550 at Bovada. Mike.
I didn't really. I don't know. The odds, I wasn't the biggest fan of different things. So I'm going to go out on a limb with the Cardinals plus 2,000 here.
It's what the futures are all about, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if, like Mark was saying, if Kyler Murray keeps the play he was doing at the beginning of last year for like the first 6 to 8 weeks, they can be a really good ball team.
They absolutely can. Matt, your NFC champion.
The 49ers plus 750. Trey Lance takes that step. Joey Bosa, all the guys.
You just switched them up.
Mark,
Khalil
NFC
Mack.
champion.
I kind of hope it doesn't happen, to be honest with you. But I think the Vikings might be able to take that step, plus 1,800.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is just ready to take that step.
Wins
Wow.
and games.
The Vikings plus
Is he
1,800.
that bad?
He
Is
puts
he
up
that
stats,
bad? He's
and
bad,
I don't
but
think he'll
he's
do
not
that in the
good.
playoffs.
He's just not
Any
clutch.
playoff wins?
I don't think so. Maybe one with the you like that season. Is that a playoff win?
I don't know.
Or was
think
that
that
the
was
win
like-
the division regular
I
season?
mean, I think if he doesn't win in the playoffs this year, they got to move on, though, right?
They got
They got to figure.
He's
Yeah,
1
so
and
he
3 in
has
the
one.
playoffs. That's what I hear.
That's a 25% chance of him winning one of them.
It's not. That's 3.3%.
That would be
No,
if he played 3 games.
25%. Mark got
Yeah,
it.
Mark,
1 of 3 is like 33%.
All right.
1 plus 3 is 4.
not the math guy.
Wow.
Right?
I thought it was 1 of 3. I
Let's
thought that's what.
let's get to the Super Bowl champion. Actually, let's give out regular season MVP. Then we'll do Super Bowl. Mark, who's your regular season NFL MVP?
I'm going to take Russ. I don't have the odds in front of me, but I'm taking Russell Wilson.
Perfect.
I'm
Perfect
going
to
to
not have
find the
it.
odds. I'm going to.
I have it. I have it in front of me. Russell Wilson is plus 4. Oh, no, that's Offensive Player of the Year. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now we're
Wow,
spiraling.
look at this guy.
It's plus 1,400 on Bovada for Russ to win the
Why
regular
just keeps
season
giving me
MVP.
defense stuff.
Mike.
Justin Herbert plus 900.
Justin Herbert plus 900. I'm also on a guy who's plus 900. His name is Patrick Mahomes. Matt, NFL MVP.
Josh Allen. I don't have his
Plus
numbers.
650.
Josh Allen, he is the favorite plus 650.
I went with the chalk.
I'm going chalk this year. I just think the Bills are going to do it. It's going to.
Rock
What
chalk.
the heck was
It
that?
can certainly work out. Now, let's go to the Super Bowl champions. Mike, or actually, Matt, I'll let you go first because you went last in MVP.
You know where I'm at, baby. The Philadelphia Eagles. I think that team's going to roll. Plus 2,200. We got A.J. Brown, Stuart Bosa. We got a lot of guys.
Stewart, but I'm not even.
Take him to
Mike,
win NFC.
Mike, he does this every
After
time.
he did last year too.
That was
Yeah.
me last
Oh,
year. That was me.
smart.
Greg made fun of me.
All right, I'm on the Chargers plus 1,400. I'm all bought in on the Chargers. I
Chargers
think they got
plus
their defense
1400.
better is what they really need to do. So
I will say though, me and Mark did give out the Rams pre week 1 last year to win, and the year before I gave out the Bucks on You're Wrong, and here's why to win the Super Bowl. Going for the 3-peat to see if I can give out 3 straight Super Bowl winners. Just trying to make money on Bovada. I don't know what to tell
who'd
you.
you pick?
Mark.
I'm hoping for the back-to-back then. Give me the Broncos again. Russ. Russ is going to get it done. He's going to be like Peyton, where he gets his second Super Bowl in Denver.
Broncos plus 1,800. I will close out the Super Bowl picks with the Chiefs plus 1,000. Great value. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, been one of the best teams in football for 5 years. I just amazing value for them at plus 1,000. Does anybody have any other futures at all before we get into the Week 1 games?
No.
I do.
All right, go ahead and give me yours, Mike.
All right, I just got a few win totals and Patriots to miss the playoffs minus 190. Eagles over
Okay.
9.5 wins minus 180. Giants under 7 wins minus 115. Jags over 6.5 wins plus 105. And then my last is Chargers over 10 wins minus 150.
Chargers over 10
Minus 150.
minus 50. Matt, do you have any?
No.
Okay, none for Matt. I have a couple too. Carolina Panthers to make the playoffs plus 300. The Raiders to make the playoffs plus 125. Eagles alternate over 10.5 plus 160, and then the Steelers over 8 plus 125. Mike Tomlin doesn't lose. He doesn't go under 500.
I did
That's
like
how it
that.
works.
I did like that. And I think Mitch is going to have a good year.
Mitch is better than we actually
Yes, 'cause he
pretend.
was in that horrible Chicago Bears offense.
Exactly. So let's get into the Week 1 games very quickly here. We start off Thursday night, the opening game. I have a pick in this game. It is the Buffalo Bills in Los Angeles taking on the Rams, getting their Super Bowl rings. I love the Rams money line here, plus 115 at Bovada. I just think, I think that them at home, it's hard to be a home underdog. Getting a Super Bowl ring, you're raising the banner. Like, come on. I know the Allen led Bills are good, but I'm in on the Rams.
I'm on the Bills minus 2.5, minus 110.
Double dipping on the Rams over here.
Yikes.
Double
I love my
dipping
chances now.
Good,
I hate
good for you.
mine.
Your
So I'm
record
glad you
sucks too.
I
You also
didn't
can't
go
pick.
0-9 in football last week though.
That's tough.
Your sweatshirt sucks. So
Ow! What an aggressive launch
Just
to
rude.
go to that.
It's just rude.
It's
Matt,
not.
am I wrong?
It's not a good sweatshirt.
Thank
I did wear this
I
sweatshirt
kinda
when
like-
the Bills lost against the Patriots
there you
when I
have
was
it.
there, so it could be bad.
Bad,
Bad vibe.
Matt,
bad news, bad juju.
Matt, where are you at in the NFL?
Over 52 in that game. I think there's going to be points on the board. They're going to come out high flying on a Thursday night in that beautiful California September weather. It's going to be nice. It's going to be 100, I heard, per our weatherman producer Chris. He said it's going to be 100 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's a hot game.
That's a real hot one. Mark, what's your next one?
I got one more in that game, actually. I'm taking Diggs under 68.5 yards. I feel like Jalen Ramsey might follow him around. So
What's the odds on it?
the odds on it are minus 110.
Minus 110. Okay. Then, Mark, do you have another game that you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm also taking the Panthers minus 1.5 at minus 110 and money line at minus 125.
I absolutely hate that I'm on the Panthers minus 1.5, minus 110 as well, but
I
here
double
we are.
dipped on them.
You both
Yeah.
did? The Double Dip Brothers?
Yeah.
Podcast special. Make it a podcast special, Matt.
We
You already
can't
got the
lose
color
to,
on. You already got the color
Jacoby
on.
Brissett
What was the bet?
The Panthers.
minus
Who are they taking on?
The Browns. The
Yeah.
Baker revenge game.
yeah
Where is it?
Carolina.
In Carolina.
All right, give me the Browns.
I knew it.
I
I
knew
knew
This
it.
was coming.
For money line, plus 105, or do you want the plus 1.5 points?
Give me the points.
Unbelievable.
Plus 1.5.
I'm still in that. I got one more pick in that Thursday night game.
Go ahead.
Allen and Stafford both to have 2 touchdown passes, plus 115.
2 TDs. 2 passing TDs, right?
Correct.
Plus 115
Mhm.
for them. So you each have to hit 2 apiece. Understood. I'm taking the Colts -7, -110 against Houston. Houston's hard, and I think Matty Ice gets off to a great start in the new digs. Mike, what's your next one?
I'm gonna take the Commanders -2.5, -110 against the Jaguars.
We were just talking up
I am. It's
WP
the
and the
first game
Jags.
though, and this
And that's
Wentz says they got good ball players there, and the Commanders. I think they smash them.
nobody thinks they have good ball players. Their odds all
I mean,
suck.
Terry
Smash.
McLaurin's really good.
Give me the Give me
So-
the Jags. Jags double dip. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Give me the +2.5 and +120.
Jaguars plus 120.
That's an L.
It might be.
Yeah.
Greg, I want the Texans +7. By the way, Davis Longneck Mills. I think he's going to be good.
He does have the longest neck.
Texans, but he's such a jerk.
+7 -110.
Texans +7 -110. My next pick is the Atlanta Falcons. Marcus Mariota against those Jameis Winston-led Saints +5.5 -110. I love them opening up at home. Mark, what's your next one?
I'm on the Niners Bears over. I like that game to score a lot of points, and it's over 40.5, which I don't think is a high number at -110. I think Justin Fields and Trey Lance could honestly rush for a couple touchdowns each. So we'll see.
Absolutely. Mike.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers -3.5, -105. They need revenge for them losing to the Raiders last year, not making the playoffs. So I think they statement game this first game.
I think the Chargers win that game, but I'm on the Raiders +3.5 -115 at
They
Bovada.
do battle.
I think that they can keep that one close, but I think they lose a heartbreaker. Matt.
Steelers Cincy over 44.5 -110. I know people are going to be like, they're going to think classic AFC North matchup. Score is going to be like 13-10. But these aren't the AFC North teams of old. This isn't Jerome Bettis and Mean Joe Green and freaking Chemo Van Olhoffen, Carson Palmer. We got exciting quarterbacks going in right now. So I like this game. We're going to see some points in this AFC North matchup.
Absolutely. Mark, your next one.
I'm on the Packers Vikings over 47.5, -110. I think the Vikings have a great offense, and Aaron Rodgers is going to put up some points there too. So.
Definitely a possibility. I'm on the Birds -4 -110 against
Me
Detroit.
as well.
Mike, shaking your head. You're
Same.
on that as well.
Same. And I got a tip from somebody pre-show. Producer Chris said to take the Eagles -6.5. I'm going to throw that on my card. -6.5 +130. Thanks. Shout out producer Chris. Just an awesome friend.
Eagles -6.5 on the alternate line.
The best
Producer-
of friends, man. We
Producer,
text.
Producer Chris
every
doubled
day.
down and said he's my best friend. Him and Mark, buddies for life. They have matching tattoos. It's a Muppet Babies tattoo on their chest that says love.
Matt, anything else in the NFL?
Well,
This is just text from Chris. I mean,
don't show our text to the world. We're gonna have to block that out. But first touchdown scorer in the Birds game, I like my guy Quintez Cephas +3,500.
Quintez Cephas +3,500 for you.
That's
Mike,
first
anything-
touchdown score of the whole game too. By the way, that's
I got you.
yeah.
Mike, anything else in the?
Yeah, I missed it earlier in that Saints Falcons game. I have the over 42.5 -110.
Over 42.5 -110. Mark, anything else?
yeah, I'm going to take I have Denver -6.5 at -110. And then I have one more pick in the Birds game. I'm going to take A.J. Brown first touchdown +900. Hoping Sirianni pulls out the first play deep shot.
I
So,
couldn't agree more.
love it.
My last pick was the Broncos -6.5 -110 on Bovada. Mike, anything else? You're good.
Nope, just the challenge.
Just the challenge. Mark, you're good.
All good.
Right, Matt.
Yeah, I got one more. I'm taking the New York Giants, Tennessee Titans over 43.5.
Over 43.5 Giants Titans. All right, that closes out the picks. Let's quickly run through the weekly challenge. Everybody picks the Sunday night game head to head, and we go from there. This week it is the Tom Brady led Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading into Jerry's World, taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Currently, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sit as a minus 2.5 point favorite on Bovada. Matt, you can go first.
Give me the Buccaneers minus 2.5. Chris Godwin's going to go off in this game. He's going to score some touchdowns. I like the Buccaneers in this game.
Also on the card?
Also on the not on the card.
Not on the
But
card.
I do have Godwin plus what is it? Plus 190 to score anytime touchdown.
Plus 190, Chris Godwin.
Mike, I know you're checking this right now. Is he suiting
Is
up?
he even suiting up for the game?
Chris Godwin.
Okay, that doesn't mean he's not playing. Also, this can just be canceled out. If he doesn't play, I get my money back.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
I heard from a source that he fully participated in practice. I heard from Mark's best friend.
Yeah, my best friend texted me earlier about that.
Mike, you're picking the challenge.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bucks minus 2.5, minus 115. I don't want it on my card, but I do want the over on my card. Over 51,
What's the
minus
over?
110. I'll be there. A better place to meet maybe than the Creamery if anybody wants to meet me in Dallas.
Get all our Dallas fans.
Mark,
Yeah.
If anybody wants to meet
Mark?
me there.
the challenge?
I'm gonna take the Bucks minus 2.5.
Bucks minus 2.5. I'm also on the Bucks minus 2.5. It's on my card as well, minus 110. Fellas, thanks for covering during some technical whatever. But good week. Excited for football. The NFL's back. Let's go win some bets.